All right, so today we're gonna deep dive into a real versus fake comparison on one of the most popular shoes, the Jordan 4 Pine Green SB. All right, so first and foremost, let's get the shoe out the way and start with the box. So if you look at the box, you're gonna notice that on the fake pair, the lettering is less bold and it's more blurry versus the real pair. It's gonna be a little more clean cut. It's gonna have more of a sharper image to it. Now, box is aside, let's get into the shoe. So start with the back tab of the shoe. For those of you that don't know, the back tab on the Jordan 4 SB is more of a flimsy back tab. Now this one over here on the replica pair, it's flimsy, but it's a lot more stiff than this one. Now when we talk about overall color, the fake pair is a tad bit more yellow and the suede is gonna be a darker versus this one is more of a bone yellow with more of a lighter gray suede. Now let's swing it around to the front of the shoe. As you can see on the real pair, the stitching is just gonna be very clean all around. On the fake pair, I'll show you in a second here, specifically these front two areas are much wider than they should be, and just overall the stitching just has flaws. Now let's take it a little deeper onto the inside of the shoe. On the real pair, if you look at the inside stitching around the heel and up through, it's just gonna be a lot thicker and a lot more clean. It's not gonna be perfect even on the real pairs, but it's gonna definitely be more clean. And this piece of tape in there is gonna be a lot smaller and it's a lighter color as well. So now let me show you the replica pair. And I did pop the insoles out just to make this a little easier so you can see. So you can see the heel stitching on this is almost invisible on this side, and it's just not as clean cut all the way around. And that piece of tape I was talking about is much bigger and a little bit darker as well. So going back to the heel of the shoe, you can see the stitching right over the Nike SB is just a lot cleaner and it's a lot lower on the tab versus on the replica pair. You're gonna have more space and it's gonna be higher up. Another thing you won't be able to see, but we can feel, the leather is just not as premium on the non-authentic pair. Now let's get into the insoles of the sneakers. The overall color, this is more of a deep red on the fake pair, whereas this is more of a velvety kind of two-tone red. And you can just see the materials are a lot different on the two insoles. And the lettering on the insole on the authentic pair is just gonna be more clean cut as well. As you can see, there's some space between the E over the Nike check, and the SB has more space in between. Then when you look at the non-authentic pair, you can see there's really no space above that E, and the SB is a lot more bold. Now flipping over to the back side of the insole, color is completely different as well. If you look at everything on the insole, it's much more bold on the authentic pair, as well as up here on the Dream Cell part. There's no box around this one on the authentic pair, but on the replica pair, there is the box around it. If these were walking down the street, would you know these are non-authentic? Make sure to follow for more videos like this and stay safe by shopping with Kicks in the 216.